Oh. So if your context buildings are just taking forever to model, then this method I'm about to show you might be helpful. It's going to show you how to model them very quickly, but also they're going to be render ready in the end. Today, I'm going to show you how to make render ready context buildings in Rhino. So the method that we're about to use is kind of automated, but if you want to learn how to trace the building facades yourself and turn them into 3D models, then check out the video I linked up here and also in the description. All right, let's jump right in. Let's go to our internet browser and search for building facade. Go over to our images tab, tools, size, and then click large. This is only going to show us images that are high quality. Really what you want to do is you want to select a building facade that's very orthogonal and quite simple. Something like this should do, the Paris building facade. Right click it and choose Save Image As. I'm just going to save mine in my Downloads folder and name it Facade. Click Save. I'm in Photoshop now and I want to open up the image we just saved. Now what we want to do is delete the background entirely. Okay, go ahead and crop it in. Now click File and save a copy. Let's save this in our Downloads folder. And we're going to save this one as Facade Edited. And click Save. Okay, now let's go into Rhino. Now that we're in Rhino, let's use the command Picture. And we're going to open our edited facade. Right now, the scale doesn't matter. Click and drag to bring it in. Let's go into perspective view and turn it 90 degrees so it sits vertical. I'm going to move its corner to the origin point by using the command move, clicking one of the corners and typing in 0, 0. Press enter. I'm going to highlight it again, and using the gumball tool, I'm going to hold Alt and click this curved blue line here to rotate it 90 degrees while at the same time copying it. Press enter. I'm going to move this copy to its corner. Now I'm going to use the box command. And I'm going to create a box that's the same size as our elevation. Switch it to shaded mode if you want to see it better. Now delete the images of the facade. Click our box and go to the Properties tab. Click Material and do Use Layer Material. Click this plus sign and click Picture. From here, select Facade Edited and select Open. Now go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons over to Displacement and make sure to tick On. Under Texture, hover over this box and then click the plus sign. Once again, do Facade Edited and click Open. Change your initial quality to very high. Now go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons over to Texture Mapping. From here, select this icon here that looks like a checkered box. It's called Apply Box Mapping. And follow the prompts. Select the first corner, and the other corner, and then the height. And yes, it's capped. Press Enter. After it's done loading, change it to rendered view so you can see what it looks like. Perfect. Now go back to shaded view. Select your extrusion and use the command Extract, Render, Mesh. It extracted your mesh, but it's actually sitting on top of the extrusion. So click the object and it'll give you selection. Click Extrusion and then delete it. Now if you go to the render display, you actually have a mesh here. So now what I want to do is I want to create a parapet. So I'm going to draw a box. I'm going to use the command planar surface. And I'm going to delete the first curve I drew. From here, I'm going to do the move command. I'm going to select vertical or type in V and press enter. Select one of the corners of the plane or a point to move from, and then select the top corner of your mesh. Now drop the plane down just below the top face of the mesh. From here, type Mesh Trim. Press enter. Select the plane as your cutting object, and then select the mesh as the object to trim. Select your plane and type in Mesh. Fewer polygons is okay. Select your selection and delete the surface. So now all that's left is a mesh plane. Let's move it down slightly to the height you want your parapet to be. And type in Mesh Trim. Select your cutting objects, which is the building. Press enter. Then select your mesh plane as the object to trim. And then click enter. If the mesh trim doesn't work initially, then move your mesh plane up and down slightly until it works. Now I'm going to go in a rendered view and turn my sun on. And there you have it. If you liked the video, please like the video and consider subscribing if you want to see future content. So check out the video at the top if you want to learn how to make your own site model in Rhino. But I think you'll also like the video at the bottom. Regardless though, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.